With a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Goku and Broly would enter the world of the beasts. That's right, which looked like the underworld itself since everything was lightning and the place seemed to be in lava. Where are we?
It's the world of high-level beasts. Beasts that surpass the power of an ordinary cultivator. So, this is the place to train. This will be very interesting.
Goku and Broly were about to start their training, but at that very moment, a dragon would attack them without warning.
Don't think that you could train so easily, because the environment of this place is only to forge powerful warriors, so its inhabitants are beings of great powers.
Goku and Broly began to launch energy spheres all over the place where they passed. In a matter of seconds, the whole place was full of explosions, which were surprised to realize that the dragon had not suffered any damage. Goku at that moment would charge one of his best hits, which would even be able to end the life of a king altogether. However, his power was not enough, as the dragon had not been moved even a millimeter. What the hell's going on in this place?
Master, it's not the place. It's the cultivation level that surpassed you by dozens of times, so you won't be able to do anything. The best thing for now is for you to hide in a safe place and with all this beast energy cultivate, since being our carriers, you are human beasts. I understand, Kareth. Now we'll do it.
Broly would at that moment create a large sphere of energy, which we would throw to the ground, and at that time of doing so, it would create a great curtain of smoke, being able to take refuge in a much safer place. Both warriors began with their great training, which consisted first of all the accumulation of ki in all their spiritual seed. Meanwhile, in Yakami's castle, everything was ready for the war that was approaching. Yakami wanted to finish with everyone once and for all, but his confidence didn't make him think clearly, since he knew that they were only 2 against 1.
Yinma, come quickly. I need you to lend me your power for 48 hours.
Of course, my lord. I'll do everything you ask me to do.
Thank you, Yinma, but in the same way,
I was looking for great beings all over the universes, and I was able to find a cold demon named Frieza. That's right, my lord, that cold demon has an incredible power. With his Black Frieza transformation, he's capable of overcoming a king at all.
That is very interesting. Together with that cold demon, I want to fight this battle. Go and bring him immediately.
As you command, my lord. Yinmar would go at a great speed to Universe 7. From the multiverse of Zeno-sama, after a few moments, Yinmar would stand in front of the Emperor Frieza. Demon of the cold Frieza, in the best way, I ask you to come with me.
Who are you, you damned worm? Where do you want to take me?
My king has requested your presence.
I don't care who your king is. I'll send you to him right now.
Frieza, in his golden transformation, would launch an attack. However, Yinmar would dodge each of his blows, leaving Frieza in ridicule.
You have great power, but let's see if you can face my maximum power.
Frieza would begin to increase his power in an incredible way. Getting access to his new state called Black Frieza. Without wasting time, Frieza would launch himself against Yinmar, which, unlike before, if it was more difficult for him to stop all of Frieza's blows. I must not waste time with you. If my king has requested your presence, I'll take you even if it is out of combat. Yinmar would take the battle a little more seriously, beginning a massacre of Frieza, who, despite being much more powerful than a king at all, was no match for that guy. Yinmar would leave Frieza out of combat with a furtive blow. That moment, he would take Frieza and return to where his king was. When he arrived, Yakami would stand in front of Frieza.
Demon of the cold, wake up!
At that moment, Frieza had woken up. Without spending much more than 3 seconds, Frieza would begin to tremble, when feeling an unequaled sensation of death. That's right, the sensation that King Yakami emanated was extremely powerful, since the sensation that Yinmar was given off, Frieza would think, who the hell is this guy? His power breaks all laws!
You must be wondering what has happened.
Well, I need your power to take down some Saiyans of great power. Do you think you can fight by my side? Frieza, knowing that the guy in front of him was a being from the top of the cultivation, he'd treat him with much more respect.
Of course, it would be a pleasure for me to be able to help him finish those Damozorus.
And you would like this much more. The main target is this Saiyan by the name of Son Goku.
Frieza would give a small smile.
That Damozoru, I want to finish him off with my own hands.
I knew it would make a great team, but you need to reach the highest level of omnipotence.
Yakami would create a portal, and with one great blow, he would send Frieza into that place. That's right, Yakami had sent Frieza to the underworld dimension. My lord, don't you think it's too much for that being?
If he survives, it means that he's worthy of fighting by my side. Otherwise, he would only be in my way.
I understand, my lord.
I'll give him 1 year to be able to master all that power.
Frieza, at the moment of falling in that place, he'd feel an even greater pressure would fall on his whole body. That moment, he was able to hear Yakami's voice in his mind.
In that place, you'll train for a year. Of course, you must be careful of beings of great power.
At that moment, the communication would be cut off. Frieza was furious, knowing that in his training there was great possibility that he'd lose his life. So Frieza's training would begin, which, due to the energy wear, began to reduce the power he spent in his black transformation. After approximately 5 months, Frieza's power had grown in an incredible way, being able to even now defeat a king in his last form.
The power I've achieved is amazing, but in 6 more months, I must be able to surpass my limits.
Frieza would continue training in that place. Meanwhile, with both Saiyans in the same way, 6 months had already passed approximately, in which both had obtained excellent results. They had not obtained any new transformations since both had already achieved maximum level in their transformations. Now these same ones served as enhancers.
Mr. Broly, I don't doubt your powers, but in case of emergency, you should learn the fusion. So, you think so? If that's your opinion, I respect it and will do it, since you're much wiser than I am.
At that moment, Broly would approach Goku, but to both surprise, the dragon of 6 months ago had found them, launching a great fire attack which Broly, with a barrier, would be able to counter it.
Our power's not the same as 6 months ago. Right now, we could finish you, and you won't be able to do anything.
Broly at that moment would create a tiny sphere of energy, but this had combined with destructive energy. The dragon would launch an attack, but the small sphere would destroy all of the attack and the barriers that had formed. The tiny sphere would pierce the dragon, which would fall lifeless.
I can't believe all the power I have now. Ha! It's awesome!
Goku and Broly would continue training since they knew that nothing good was happening. After another 6 months, the Saiyans were only 2 months away from finishing their training. Meanwhile, with Frieza, a portal would be created in Yakami's castle, where Frieza could be seen leaving the place with some wounds.
Well, well, if you manage to get out of that place, that means you have become extremely powerful. That's right. Now I'm ready to finish with all those annoyances once and for all.
Now let's rest for a month and then we'll get started hunting all those damn bastards.
It's okay. I need to rest a little bit too.
Meanwhile, returning to the Saiyan's basket, Yankee as well as Shallot had not remained with their arms crossed, since both had increased their powers in an amazing way. Not compared to Goku and Broly, but they had increased them to be able to defeat the Horsemen of the Apocalypse without any problem.
In spite of the power I have now, I don't feel that nothing's going well. On the contrary, I feel that everything will end very soon.
You're not the only one, Shallot, because I can feel the same.
Going back to where Goku and Broly were, both were already in the final stage of their training. At that moment, the final beast of the training would get in front of both of them. That's right, it was a big tiger, which both of them had to defeat individually to be able to get out of that place. The first one to try would be Goku, who was only able to last approximately 5 minutes in the battlefield, since the power of that beast was a superhuman power. At the moment that Broly would enter, the battle would be a little more even, as Broly possessed infinite amounts of energy. However, it would not make much difference because in the same way, Broly would be defeated. So they spent approximately 2 more months in which Frieza and Yakami were already destroying the entire universe in its path, but still did not take the Saiyan castle. After approximately 3 months, Goku and Broly were able to defeat the beast.
As you've been able to defeat me now, I myself will show you where the exit is. I hope you never change the essence of your hearts, because despite being a royal race, our hearts are now so noble. Few beings exist like that in this universe.
A great portal would be created. Both would leave this dimension, being surprised to observe how the universes were in absolute chaos. Both Saiyans would quickly go to the Saiyan castle, observing everything that was in perfect condition. After a while, Goku would meet Yakami, who began to explain everything that had happened.
A cold demon? I think it's Frieza. The power it possesses is too low for these beings.
However, a voice would come out of all his thoughts. That's right, it's the voice of the evil Emperor Frieza.
Long time no see, damn Saiyans. Now the day has come for you to die. I hope you're ready.
Yakami, get out of here!
Frieza at that moment would quickly charge a ball of total destruction with the intention that no being of low level remains alive. But Goku at that moment would be in front of that great attack, receiving it with a powerful Kamehameha, being able to send both attacks to fly out of these universes.
I don't know how the hell you came back to life, but now I swear I'll send you back to the flower field you hate so much. Damn, that was the worst humiliation of my life.
Frieza and Goku would exchange blows at high speeds, destroying everything around them. At that moment, King Yakami would stand in front of Broly.
I hope you're ready, because I will unleash my forbidden seal. My power explodes like you have no idea.
A pentagram would form in that place, and later a great explosion would resonate all over that place, and the final battle has just started. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video.